Matt Clark learns his fate, and Sharon saves Phyllis from a breakdown. They sit, and Holden marvels at how this all worked out with Kane being a match for Malcolm. He's also taken aback at her expressing joy over his good fortune. Audra explains it brought up feelings she had around Amy's cancer, plus, she's in a good place now. Turning serious, Audra breaks the news that Noah recreated the Shadow Room in Genoa City, and it opens tonight. Holden grunts. A real walk down memory lane, huh? She replies, if we go. Holden vowed never to step foot in there again. He's conflicted. Audra reminds him he took Claire there in L.A. It will probably bring up uncomfortable memories. But she's curious. Holden wonders if she's intrigued about the bar or Noah Newman. He pushes her to admit she's carrying a torch and reminds her he's with Sienna. It's trouble. On Crimson Light's patio, Kane convinces Lily to join him, and she updates him on Malcolm's release. He gets a group text from Maddie and Charlie and becomes emotional reading the message telling him it was cool what he did for Malcolm. Lily thinks they see the change in him, the man they were missing. Kane tells Lily he dreamed about them having a hot kiss. She jokes, "You'd better keep dreaming." He asks her to have breakfast with him, but she's been summoned to the ranch by Victor. Kane presses her to hang out later, so she tells him she'll be at Society in an hour. Inside the coffee house, Sharon, Nick, and Noah discuss Newman being back with the family. They're sure Phyllis isn't happy. Nick admits she's completely rocked and off her game. Talk turns to Matt. Nick reports that they'll decide that this morning. He promises he'll be taken care of. Noah talks about opening the Shadow Room tonight. He really wants it for Sienna, who, we learned in a previous episode, doesn't want it. Nick's sure it will go off without a hitch, which all but guarantees a hitch. At Society, Phyllis is sulking when Daniel walks in. She thanks him for agreeing to see her, and tells him she gave Newman back to Victor and his family. Daniel's relieved, but wonders if she was forced to give it up. If so, they still have a problem. Phyllis is outraged. She did what Daniels wanted her to do for months. As she rants, Daniel chuckles and says she just doesn't get it and hasn't learned anything from this. Phyllis asks why both things can't be true. Daniel probes to find out if she's sorry for what she did or a victimized martyr. As Sharon and Noah walk in, Phyllis chokes up, saying she did this for him and his sister from the start. She wanted them to think she was a success. Saying she doesn't know why she's even bothering, she runs out. Daniel joins Sharon and Noah at the bar to discuss his mother. He wishes she could do something because it's the right thing to do. Sharon explains she has a deep desire for validation and to be in control, especially after what happened with Martin Laurent. Daniel wishes he could be as charitable as her, but he can't. Sharon questions him not being able to find a way to forgive Phyllis. Daniel's certain his mother didn't give Newman back because it was the right thing to do. She was forced to and regrets it. She still sees herself as the victim. Sharon tries cajoling him to see Phyllis's point of view. She feels she's given up a great deal. If everyone sees her as a pariah, she'll never change. Sharon leaves to find her friend. At the ranch, Matt tells Victor he's had all night to reflect on his past and all the things he's done. He doesn't understand why he did them and asks Victor, "What happens to me now?" Matt wants an opportunity to make amends. Victor tells him they'll discuss it when Nick arrives. Matt asks for food and a shower. Victor chuckles. He won't let him out of his sight. His every move will be monitored, and he won't be able to leave the ranch. Matt pleads for a shower. Victor muses that he's either the best liar he's ever met or truly suffering from a mental disease. He'll arrange for him to get cleaned up. Matt notes his kindness. When Nick arrives, Matt's nowhere to be seen. Victor asks how he's feeling. Nick admits that kicking drugs isn't easy. He mentions going to a meeting and wanting to make amends. Victor blames Matt Clark. Nick disagrees, but wants to know the plan for the guy. Victor will keep Matt close and find out if he's truly repentant. If he is, he can be of use to them. He'll put him to a serious test to find out if he's sincere. If he's not, Victor will crush him without hesitation. Making good. Lily arrives and Nick hovers as Victor tells her that Newman has been returned to him. Phyllis had no choice. He asked her to come so he could fulfill their agreement. He will sign over Chancellor to her. Nick frowns. Lily confirms she still wants the company and thanks him for keeping his word. She files out and Nick confronts Victor. What the hell, Dad? Victor did what was necessary. Nick recaps how she and the twins convinced Kane they'd been kidnapped. This is going to kill his mother. Just then, Matt walks in exclaiming that he feels like a new man. Phyllis arrives on Crimson Light's patio having a panic attack. At Society, Daniel tells Noah he's glad his family got the company back. They wonder if Summer will have the same reaction as Daniel did. Daniel hopes they could be close again. Talk turns to the shadow room. Daniel will come and check it out. As Daniel walks off, Audra appears and spots Noah. Sidling up, she purrs, "Hey there." She heard about his opening and is looking forward to seeing how he's recreated the shadow room. She has no doubt she'll be impressed. At the ranch, Matt apologizes to Nick for getting him hooked on drugs. He asks Victor if they can discuss his fate now. Victor stands and announces he'll put him to a sincerity test. Matt's overjoyed. He's eager for a chance to make amends. Victor growls, "I want to see if I can trust you." Back at Crimson Lights, Sharon catches up with Phyllis, who wonders if she's there to tell her she was right all along. Sharon feels for her and thinks that she could use a friend. Phyllis agonizes over giving it all back and losing her kids regardless. She's lost everything. Sharon insists she has everything she needs inside of her. Where's the fighter from the clinic? Taking her hand, Sharon tells her to get the hell back out there and prove her right. At Society, Lily meets Kane and tells him that Victor gave her Chancellor. Kane's not surprised, given he has a great amount of respect for her. Lily asks if he'd run it for her.